Shooting it raw?
Yes. Shooting it raw. I'm almost afraid to look. Okay, here we go. In this image, you're shooting from far away, and this raises, again, reminds us of what you had said about, going there at this point. You don't want to be a voyeur by putting cameras in people's faces. You want to kind of stay back, not be the kind of the photojournalist who really kind of gets closer. But in a way, the image from afar is respectful, and so it's an image of a very large, probably gymnasium or a large center. There are cots arranged in a kind of loose grid. There are, mostly women around. There's one kid maybe. People with bags. You see like some personal effects, like sleeping bags, backpacks. It's not an image of high tension because people are just like chilling out. But okay, why don't you take it from here?
Okay, so this is an exhibition center in the middle of Warsaw, one of a number of places which are called refugee receptions.
Yeah.
This is where the refugees arrive, and there's a creche. There's places where the kids can be, and the kids weren't in this picture because they were probably all in the creche.
Okay.
It was a beautifully sunny day, and this old exhibition center had 2 Ukrainian flags flying at the gate and coaches arriving from the stations. And the people would then get off the coaches, and then this was a huge kind of warehouse of goods. It was well organized. There were places to get clothes. There were places to get food, baby food, feminine hygiene products, all the things that somebody would need to just chill out. Yeah, exactly what you say. The thing you don't get from that photograph is the scale of it. You're talking hundreds and hundreds of those beds. Well, sun loungers mainly, camp beds, with no curtains between them.
Yep.
They're just places for people to go. Now, they can be there for up to 2 weeks in that place.
Yeah.
And it's a place where they know that they're safe and they know that they can get stuff. Thousands of bottles of water. It's more like, I can't really say, but there's also help for the people of Ukraine in there.
Right.
So there I met a lady called Beata, who again was just a volunteer, and she was an organizer for the whole place, and she spoke English. And I met a guy called Marcin, who was organizing all the stores. And what was most important for me was, what do you need?
Right.
We don't need old clothes because we have to sort them by size. We have to sort them by, and everyone will give their old clothes.
Sure.
So that's why I got new sweatshirts in boxes by size.
Right.
If they were for men, they'd go to the front. If they were for kids, it's just a warm sweatshirt, hoodie, right? A hoodie, right?
Yeah.
A piece of clothing that's pretty ubiquitous and everyone can wear, and it'll keep you warm.
Exactly.
But there was a great sense of, it was quiet. It was very quiet. And there was just a hive of activity in giving these people things before they went on. And then the big car park outside had coaches arriving to take people to where they wanted to go. So if you can imagine, that's a central point. And the Polish have been, I think everyone's got immense respect for the Poles.
Yeah.
They have just done a cracking job. There were people organizing, sat at desks with pieces of paper, speaking to people, understanding what they needed, what they wanted. But it didn't have an atmosphere of bureaucracy about it.
Okay.
It had an atmosphere of,
let's get it done.
We're here to help.
Yeah.
So,
Andy, just because, I have to also look at, in terms of our conversation, in terms like for me, it's about the call to action, about getting people to kind of pick up, motivate. So in the show notes, I'm going to have the links. You sent me two charities that are directly connected to sending stuff or supporting.
Yeah.
But
supporting, yeah.
Now, if somebody is listening to you and appreciates your energy and your experience, and what can they do? What would a perfect result or outcome from somebody listening to this podcast result in?
Well, number one is Hong Kong is a amazing manufacturing base or base for organizing manufacturing in China.
Yeah.
So one of the great needs that they have is tourniquet straps.
Okay. Explain what that is.
A tourniquet strap is a strap that if someone is badly injured in the awful sort of war medicine thing, they can put round a leg or an arm to stop blood flow and save a life.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And they need those. They're carried personally by everyone in a medic kit, and they are able to, stop blood loss.
Wow.
They're a really important part of the whole thing, and this isn't going away anytime soon. I can tell you, this is not over. But a tourniquet strap will definitely get someone from a battlefield to a medical center, and they'll be alive.
Okay.
And that was one of the things that Martin told me that was needed.
Got it.
They can go. They can contact me. I can give my email address over. I just don't want any fifth columnists getting in touch with me. That's. I can give the contact of the distribution center in Warsaw, and they can make sure that they get out of there in the right direction.
I can put that in the show notes.
Yeah, sure. I'll ping that over to you.
Sure.
The other thing, which is a bit more difficult to ship, in some sort of collapsible rolling luggage. So,
okay.
Something that can be taken, and that would be great.
Yeah.
And then, of course, cell phones, which someone doesn't need anymore. If the battery is getting low on your iPhone or whatever, you probably just put it in a drawer somewhere and forget about it.
Yeah.
But as long as you wipe it and wipe the security code off it, so wipe the phone, reset it completely.
Yeah, reset it. Yeah, factory reset.
Yeah, and then I've got battery banks that can go with it, with a cable, and then it becomes a useful phone. It becomes a useful tool of communication.
Exactly. So how would somebody get their phone shipped to you? Do you have a post office box?
No, they can ship them directly to Warsaw.
Right.
But
Okay.
what I would do is Andrea Ritchie would, for the people of Hong Kong, Andrea Ritchie could collect them. And then Allstore, which is a distributor in Poland, can either arrange for them to be collected, or they can be flown as shipping to a central hub. So we can deal with that with UPS or whoever,
Sure.
Even China Post is pretty good.
If you want to find out how you can send your old cell phones, look in the show notes. I'll include the procedures and the steps, either to have it sent to within Hong Kong or to have it shipped worldwide.
Yeah. The most important thing is to wipe it. I've got lots of cell phones here that I don't know the unlock code for.
Oh, shit. How annoying.
I know.
People who mean well, but who just, wow, that's so annoying.
And the other thing is, I've got lots of old Nokias, which are amazing. I just charge them up and they seem to last forever, those things.
Yep.
The people in Warsaw will change the language to Ukrainian. So they will get the language changed to Ukrainian, and then they will go to Martin, who will get them to the right place.
Right.
He'll get them to the right people in the right place.
Okay.
The other thing I've got in my apartment, which is Hong Kong a 3-pin plug place?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like the UK plug?
So, yeah. The good old colonies. Those 3-pin plugs, I have hundreds of them. And if they could go down to the local store and buy a USB cable to include with the phone, rather than the 3-pin plug, Europe works on the 2-pin European plug. I will try and source some 2-pin USB plugs so they can charge them. But the battery banks obviously will charge direct from. They've got European plugs on, so they can charge their battery bank and then they can charge their phone. Even if your battery's dying, I'm trying to source a group of people to strip the phones. If the battery's bad, replace the battery, things like that. So it doesn't really matter. It's just getting them unlocked, and that's important.
Okay, so Andy, look, like it's been a bit tricky with the connection and with talking, and the time goes by really fast. Like I said, I'm going to put a priority on this one. I'm going to get this out as soon as I can. So yeah, look, you're doing amazing work, and I applaud what you're doing. I'm amazed by what you're doing, and like I want to get people to really understand how important this is, and hopefully this has helped. So I have to thank you so much for your time and your energy and for your dedication. You're a good man.
No. Well, I think there are tens of thousands of good people around at the moment.
Just read the teleprompter. It says, "Oh, thanks, Ran. Thank you." That's all you have to say.
Thanks, Ran. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
You're very kind.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
You're very kind. I will. I'll look forward to getting my OBE.
Okay, sure. We live in amazing times. I am absolutely devastated by the news, and if you do end up going back out to Poland or anywhere, or if you're actually really getting back on the ground out there, just stay safe and so behind you.
Yeah, Warsaw is incredibly safe for the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what people need to understand. Andy, thank you so much.
Bless you. Okay, thanks very much.
So is life really a gift? Really? Can you make every second count? That's the whole point of the podcast. So if you like what you've seen and you're inspired, because that really is my mission, then please give it a like, subscribe, and share.
Shooting it raw?
Yes. Shooting it raw.